Welcome everybody to Farthest Frontier. I'm Rudy, the camel, and I'm here with you today to play this brand new medieval city builder game. It has been released today into early access, and in this game we are having kind of a survival build, something like Banished paired with Anno if you want, and we're going to build a medieval town in which we will have to secure the town from various threats, just as like the seasons and raiders and animals and, you know, all kind of stuff, disease as well. And unlike my usual builds, I'm trying to take this forward very seriously and focused on what we have to do. So this episode today will be mark the start of this series, and we are going to continue tomorrow evening in a live stream with this game. So without further ado, let's start doing. Now, we are going to create a new settlement. I have already tested a couple of minutes, nothing major, but we have several things to choose from, and we're going to start with Camel Town, obviously, and we're going to do some settings. So first of all, we're going to start this in the lowland lakes. We've got the arid highlands, we've got the alpine villages, or valleys, and we've got the plains, and we've got the lowland lakes. Since I am quite rusty when it comes to my building skills in these type of games, I'm going to start with a mediocre kind of difficulty, or like, you know, the tendency is going to be not even mediocre, it's actually less than that. Because we're going to go to advanced settings, and what we're going to do over here is we can choose from the resources, the melodies, the wildlife, and the raiders. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to go and put the raiders on occasionally. We might actually increase that later on, but I just want to make sure that, you know, we have the focus on building first, because I'm like, you know, rusty, as I said. But anyways, let's hit the start button and start from here. Alright, so we're in game and we are just about to build our town center. But first of all, we've got a little message in front of us which I'm going to quickly read out for you. So, we've finished scouting the surrounding area. Survey the land your villagers have explored and chose a promising site to construct your town center. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron ore, and potential food sources. So, that's a good hint to start with, and we have to kind of keep going from this little hint. So you can see I'm immediately greeted with this you know, building in the middle. We've got a couple of you know, controls to the top right. You can see the typical controls you would actually assume, and then we obviously can have, you know, the rotation of the camera and all these kind of things. And you can see some of our villagers running around over here. You can zoom in fairly close, by the way, looking really good. And if we just zoom around a little, you can see there's like a huge forest over here where we might not put the town center. There's some water over here, which is great because that's going to help us surely with some food. This looks like clay over here, so it's a very rich environment. Speaking of rich, with the keys G, this is going to be the desirability, which is going to be increased by the amount of good buildings you have around. I, which is going to show you where a lot of water is around, and pretty close to the lake, that makes sense. And F, which shows you the fertility of the ground. We can choose these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build. What is this, by the way, over here? Is this like crops? Greens, okay. So I'm going to put the center over here. Are you sure you want to place the town center in this location? Oh, yes, I am. Okay, so it's going to be built now. There's a little black screen, which is basically giving you in-game, because that's the actual start of what you do. Now you've got the normal kind of fog over here again. We know that the water was over here. We know that the forest was over here. Which is pretty good, but you can see this is kind of what you expect at the beginning. Before we start, I'm just going to hit pause here, so you guys have you know, a little time to follow along. There are a lot of things going on the screen, and so I'm going to explain really quickly what is going on to you, but also to me, because I haven't really done this before. So on the left hand side on top, you can see how many villagers are sick. This is going to be important later on, as I figured in some YouTube videos. This is where you can see how many villagers you have, and also how much housing you have. Again, something to keep an eye on. Then you have got the villager happiness, which always gives you an idea what you need to do and what not. You see your resources of food. At the moment, you can see we have month of food in storage is 9. And this is something to take in mind, because the seasons over here is going to show you the fertility season is basically just like a little bit more than half a year, and we've got a pretty durable winter, which we have to take care of. So we always have to have food in store for several months once the winter hits us, because we can't produce, obviously. And then we've got a couple of resources over here, the normal stuff, so nothing crazy. And you've got your gold report, so how much gold you're basically collecting. You've an automatic building upgrade enabled, which means as soon as the people have the resources, they can upgrade. And to the bottom over here, we've got quite a lot of stuff. By the way, what's that over here? Deer-sided. Oh, that's good, because that's some food resources. The same one goes over here. We've got the center camera on village. That's good. You can always find your center. You've got the village of professions, which we will have to look in later on, because we can just click the people into the jobs that they had, a little bit like in Foundation, if you guys remember. Then we've got the resource overview, which I'm going to skip for the moment. We've got the building menu with several sub-menus, which is really good. And then we also have the harvest resources menu. And I'm going to really quickly just show you, because you just select these things you want to make them harvest, and then you just drag it all over here. And then you can see this is all in for harvesting. Now you can basically also get rid of it by just declicking it. But for the moment, this is what they can harvest. So I'm just hitting play over here, also to have some sound. I'm not sure why the music just stopped over there, but this is that. And continuing over here, you can see there is the clear message, because this is where you can clear your selection if you want, and also clear the stuff around if you want to just clear that. We've got some walls, drag and select walls to manage. This is later on where you can, put some gates in and stuff. We can flatten terrain if we need to, because there are some hills around, and you can also manipulate the terrain, which I think is very handy. And we've got obviously a dirt road, which is really good. The road system in general is pretty decent. I'm going to show you later on, because that makes a whole bunch of sense. Now, one thing I really love about this game is that the people have to clear the space manually before you can build. So that's a really nice touch. You can't just build a house out of nowhere. You just have to clear the resources first. And I think that's brilliantly done, because this is even more realistic. Remember, this is a survival building game. So everything in the environment will cause problems, and it actually helps to have the immersion of really, having to build a durable foundation of your wonderful village. And it's not as easy as it might be in Anno, where you don't really have to care too much about the environment and mostly about your resources chains and stuff like that. Over here, this has as I said, the perfect combination of a very simulation-based game with a lot of simulation around your locals that live in your city. So the number of people living will be always a lot lower than in the likes of Anno, but they will feel a lot more personal, because you will know them by name and stuff after a while, and you will definitely see that they are ill, and you have to take care of them. So that's very important. But now let's skip ahead to when this building is built. Alright, this building is built, and I'm hitting pause again just to plan ahead the next steps. I'm just pausing the game right now to not create too much time delay over here. The problem we always have is that, time is passing, and so the seasons are, and we want to make sure and ensure that, not everything is working. What you can do now is, the first thing we have to ensure is, as we go to the professions of the villagers, we don't really have a lot going on, because as you can see, there is not really done a lot. There's a lot of labor right now, because they're doing labor work, and you can basically click through the things and you see that. So they're basically doing a couple of things. You can see the fields that are greens and stuff, and in order to gather them, we have to obviously make sure that there are some buildings and production buildings in the town to make them actually use that. So first of all, what we're going to do over here is we can't build a townhouse, town center, obviously we can't, but we can build some housing now. So this is the shelter we need. A quickly constructed home that provides basic shelter from the elements, but will only protect against the coldest temperatures when supplied with firewood. So we will need a lot of wood, obviously. It's costing us 20 labor and 10 wood, basically. And this is what we are going to do right now. We're going to build we're going to build these buildings. As you can see, there is you know, a little arrow that indicates to where it is, and you can just use the tab key to rearrange them. So what I'm going to do over here is there are some greens, so I'm not going to put anything on the greens over here. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to build one here, and I'm going to also put another one here. So this is our first square we are going to tackle, and I'm also going to have another, I don't know how many I will need from those, so I'm just going to put another one. I'm leaving some space over here. I think I'm gonna put one here and another one here. I'm gonna leave out the space in the middle to have a facility building or something over there. And one building I want to have over here is storage. So we do have like a stockyard, which is a stockpile building where I can put materials in. I'm not gonna put this down quite yet because we have this center where they can eventually do this. But what we want to do is we basically need a hunter cabin, and we also need a forage shack. And I'm going to start with the fishing shack is something we also will need. I'm gonna put the fishing shack down if I can already. Let me just see, invalid placement. So does this have already the... So there are some buoys. I'm not sure how this actually works, but shall I put this here? Fishing area, fish count 300 and... Is this changing? Okay, that works. So you can see the productivity is now 100%. So I'm gonna put this down here. That's pretty decent. So we have the connection to over here. And I think what I'm also going to do is, and this is just preparing for the time already, is the forager shack, because we do have quite some stuff over here. They can get some greens, which I think is good. Is there anything else around? There's some berries, some nuts, some, what is that, eggs or like mushrooms? I don't know, but we do have some greens over here. Let me first of all put down like a little street over here. Just like so. I guess some way over here. That seems to be good in my opinion. And then there you go. And we can also... Yeah, this is nice. Just like a little bit like this. Yeah, we can have one there. And then we're also going to put down a forage shack just over here. That's perfect. All right, let's hit the ground running, so to say. Now you can see everything is being built, and I really hope that my people are now focusing on building the buildings instead of chopping the wood. The main reason is, can I also prioritize that building? Normally you can always do that. So decrease, increase assigned workers. Okay, no, that's fine. Prioritize. Okay, this is what we need to prioritize then. So I'm not sure what exactly needs to be prioritized, but everything is important, but I think the most important one will be the fish, because we will need the fish later on in the game, like in the winter time. So to survive the winter, we are going to opt for fish, I guess. So let me just quickly check that I can connect this area over here, and then also just bring that down here to the fishing area. Awesome. Let's check our resources first, so that we have still 9 months of food. We've got a lot of vegetables over here, as you can see. 100 kind of, what is that, even carrots or something? I think that's really good. Now they're building the buildings, which is pretty decent. So while we're waiting for that, we can also quickly talk about what else to do. Now we are putting some houses down. There's one house already built. So how many people live in one house? It is offering shelter for 4 people, if I see that correctly. So we've got water in here. We do also need a well, I guess. We've got upgrade, you know, this is all good. So we've got 4 people. It's Luthark, Adar, Belani, and Odric. They're all in here. So this is seeking shelter, chopping trees. They're just starting to store some things. Okay, that's neat. Can I also see how many people are living in that with like one of the toggles over here? Let me just see. F is fertility, G was the desirability, I was that. Okay, and I was like F1, F2, F3 is the people. This is kind of cool also. You have like an overview over here, F3, which is pretty nice. Predator sighted. Oh my god, no. Where is that? No, don't do this. Don't die. Are you killing it? Oh yeah, you're killing it, right? Okay. Whew. We just killed the wolf. Okay. We have to be careful, because again, this is something that always needs to be done. And this is like take care of the animals. And also, as you can see, the rain is causing people to seek shelter, which I think is also a pretty decent thing to be done. Housing shortage. Yeah, I mean, you're building. Firewood is low. Yeah, okay. So, see, we need to get this all done. And I guess one thing we need to do now is we have to get some general things down. So let's first of all start with the shore storage. I think this is something we should put down to this side over here. Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. We're gonna put this down here, and then I'm gonna build housing. What is that? A graveyard. I hope not. I hope that we don't need that too soon though. This is the basic well. I'm gonna go and put the basic well down. Look, 86%, 70%. So I left the space open, but that's not enough space. So 72% is pretty dope. I'm gonna put this here. I hope that's gonna provide us with the water we need. And I'm just going to put the street down where we need it. I guess this is a good spot to put even more streets down. Awesome. So this is all good. Now people are going to build this, and I'm gonna just really quickly skip forward to when all the buildings are built. Alright, did I say that I didn't want to have a graveyard quite yet? Well, if you look to the top here, we lost 2 villagers from an attack. As you can see over here, there are the 2 dead bodies, and there's like the wolf coming in, and you know, there were only these 2 just getting some greens over there, and then they just died. And also, I just quickly wanted to show you, we do have now the fishing shack done. There is one guy working over here. We've got the forager shack. As you can see, there's one person working over here, and you can see what type of stuff is being foraged, and obviously the greens are getting in. The problem is we still only have 7 months of food, and we have to make that better. There are a lot of stuff which is going to be built right now still, so there's a lot of wood kind of missing out, but we have to build more buildings so that more villagers are coming in. I just got the message that we need some more buildings and more food in order to get more villagers, which I hope is going to happen rather soon. Unfortunately, I also put down like a little graveyard over here because they have to bring the people over there. Otherwise, we are getting in trouble with disease and stuff, because it's going to leave some bacteria there. And yeah, this is as realistic this game is. Really, really harsh, to be honest, but this is what we are here for, you know? We want to enjoy that, and I really hope that this time around I'm not going to do too many mistakes. So obviously, we don't have enough firewood, and the problem is we need this firewood for the winter. In order to do that, we do have to build that, and I guess we have to go to resources. And what is this? This is a firewood splitter, and this is something we will need eventually. I haven't placed this down, simply because, okay, look at that. Desirability is getting better by the firewood chopper. Is that like a building you guys want to see? That's interesting. Or is this reducing the desirability? I mean, a red outline is never good, is it? So I'm going to put this thing also on that route, I guess. Like so. I'm not sure if this is even a good idea, but I'm just going to first of all prioritize that one, because they need firewood in order to make them a lovely little bit better. We also have this little stockyard over here where people can put some stuff in, and I guess, do I have like another building? I think these 2 buildings are still being built, which is good, and I'm just going to put like a little path in here. And a path in here. You also do have some shortcuts over here, as you can see, N, E, and so on. What's that, by the way? Set exploration point. Okay, I'm not going to explore right now. We've got some berries over here, but we don't need this. So the reason why I haven't put down the firewood splitter quite yet is, first of all, because it does consume the normal wood resources, the logs, and we still needed the logs for all the buildings. And now they can... Oh, look at that. We also have some berries over here. That is good. Is that in range? Look, it is. They have some berries. Did they just grow? I mean, I would be totally fine with that, but... Okay, firewood splitter is working. We have some logs. Oh my god, I'm not sure if we will survive winter. We've 11 months of food, which is good because of the fish, I guess, and we've got some herbs eventually. And if that thing is done, we might be able to... Firewood is gone. Why is it gone, though? Can you just prioritize firewood? Because otherwise my people are freezing. Freezing. Okay, firewood is low. That's not good. So close to autumn and winter. Okay, look at the burbs flying over here. Look at that. It's so good looking. Predator sighted. Oh my god, no. Where is it? Go away. No, 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 no. Don't kill him. Come, 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 come. Come, come, come. Can I just help this dude? Kill. Come on. Everybody kill. Everyone kill it. There you go. There you go. Okay, hopefully you survive. Can you just go and heal yourself? Go home, please, and just heal yourself. Whatever. Diet, warmth, health. I'm not sure if this dude can heal itself. My goodness. Okay, look at that. This is a problem. This building has sick residents, rabies. Yeah, okay, but I can't just do it. We still need firewood. Do we need 2 of them? And we still have. Shall we build like a second one? Like a second. No, not housing. Resources? Is that what we can do? Firewood splitter, yeah. I'm gonna put down a second one. Just because we can and we have to, I guess. Yeah, put that thing down here. My goodness, I really don't like this fact, but... firewood has to go up, otherwise we won't survive winter. And maybe we just have a couple of weeks left and that's fine. Now let me just quickly check the jobs of our people. We have like a firewood splitter, 2 of them. We don't have a healer because we can't, like, education required. Okay, we don't have that. We've got a forager, we've got a fisherman, which makes a lot of sense. We don't have an apothecary. Is that like how you pronounce that? I'm not quite sure how I can... The harvest resources, how I can focus on that. Can I just say... That doesn't make any sense, does it? I can only clear stuff, but... yeah, no, we just have to ensure that people do chop some trees and stuff eventually. What is that in the corner over here? Fish. Can you just bring a gathered supply of eggs? Okay. Interesting enough. Firewood is still low, but we are getting there, I guess. And can you guys prioritize this building now? We have built the shack. Have we? No, because it's not enough stone over there. But every resources is you know, kept there. Man, okay, it's actually exciting. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit to see if we can do it. Not that much, but just a little bit because we need to build that, you know, and several things just happening at once. So I see you after the cut. Alright, as promised, it's not like that huge of a cut. We just built the second firewood splitter, and I found out how to finally prioritize chopping of something. So I just found these 2 rocks over here, and you can just click on prioritize, and then they will go and chop this first in order to build some things. But a couple of cool things I found is, first of all, I found out that we can have a smokehouse, which basically also makes sure that fish and meat and stuff is going to be held longer. The firewood low kind of info is not going away, and we do have quite some firewood right now. So I really hope that this is going to be solved. One thing I also found out is that we should always keep in mind whenever we bring people to gather something, we always have to keep a couple more, simply because, you know, they need to be able to survive from predator attacks. And I was just able to, you know, kill an animal first before they go and chop the stones. However, one thing that didn't work out is this one dude that lived over here just kind of died. Food production, forage shack, fishing shack, hunter cabin. I think I should have put down a hunter cabin. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes I did. So maybe this is the only chance to have food resources in winter, and I'm gonna just quickly build this, and obviously I'm gonna prioritize that, hoping that this is gonna help. 2 months, it might be super close. We've got 30 fish, 87 meat. Well, how is that so much? And 3 months of food in. So maybe we're not going to do this. I'm not sure what that is. More people wish to join your settlement. A bustling market would help to generate and attract new settlers to our growing market. Stocks, houses generate... Okay, well, I would. Can I build a market, though? Is it already that time of the year? Housing... no, it's not. Where is the market, though? Is it decorations? Oh, my goodness me. Hello, now we are talking. Small shrub. Now, I'm just gonna not build this time. That's something for the live stream, but walls and that, no. Defenses is a tower, which we will at least need at some point. But isn't that amenities and services? Like market, requires, saw pit, found in resource, storage house, found in storage. Okay. So we do need the saw. Okay. Then maybe it makes sense to put this down too. Well, we can actually put this down... Well, here, if needed. We're gonna have to expand the village to the other side then. Okay. Now this is done. And there is one person working, which is good. Hopefully that's going to provide us with some food at least. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking quite okay. Maybe the food, yeah. It should work though. It should work out. It's drying out already. You can see it's like early time in the year. The snow is drying out a little bit already. We're still having winter, you know. It's still quite a bit of a problematic time of the year. I'm still quite questioning if. Oh, okay. Now this is gone. Food stocks are low. Yeah, exactly. They will have to keep the food stocks coming. Look at that. Oh my God, this is already early spring. Oh, this is how it works. Oh, I thought this would still be winter, but no, that's already spring. Okay, no, then it's good. Okay, so we made it. Okay. Hey, okay, chill down, relax, people. We made it. We made it through the first winter. How cool is that? Okay, well then, let's quickly stop the game, and once we're at it, we should then actually do a couple of things. Okay, so first of all, let's relocate this. Whoops, can I just get away with the building menu? Thank you. And I'm gonna relocate this building by any chance. Yeah, that's working right now. So I'm gonna relocate this so we can build this better. And I'm gonna move this whole thing forward. And also I'm just gonna put another path into that direction. And simply because we don't have any path over here, I'm just gonna do exactly the same there. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down... Yeah, I shouldn't go too crazy. Maybe 3 more buildings. Just going to rotate. Okay, I left some space in between here, right? So let's do it. 1, 2... yeah, 3. And this is where we can then also expand into that direction later on. And simply because I like it, I'm just gonna connect this over here. And didn't I see some, also I'm hitting play over here, some decoration. I left some space over here. So I'm willing to, yeah, put that here. Why not? I think it makes also the space a bit more desirable, right? We do have, I'm not going to put this down too often, but maybe, but just maybe. Okay, let's go back into decoration. These are some trees I can put down, right? Okay, this is a small garden. Oh, that's like a 1x1 thing. Okay, I'm just gonna put one here and here, and maybe just like one there. Okay, so that's neat. And what else do we have over here? This is like a small plaza. So that would look neat if I put that here, right? So this is all going to be built. Oh my God, look at how much stone that requires. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, but they can chop all the stone eventually. Okay, see, there's a lot of stuff to be done. We've got 20 buildings. We've got food stocks are low. Yeah, have to put the food in, I guess, because is someone working over here? Yes, there is. Okay, so I think food production should ramp up now. I'm going to build a second fishing shack now, just to be sure for the next year. We definitely need that. I think there is no problem in doing that again. Let's see what the productivity does, because I think I need to put that further out here, obviously, to not overlap too much. Okay, just going to put this here, and then we can really just connect this anyways. And then I love how this like swooping path goes down here. Really enjoy that. So there's some clay. Hopefully we can use some clay later on. So there's a lot going on, and I would say we're just going to speed forward a little to see that they can, you know, just build a couple of things first. So this building is done. Look at that. There's some, what's that called? The planks are going to be built. This is the storage building. I guess we should prioritize that real quick, simply to ensure. Oh my God, see the lightning strike. Oh my God, no. Hello, help me. Look, they're all running to get some water, don't they? Are they getting some buckets or so to get the fire put out? Are they rescuing the fire? Are they just trying to do that? Oh, they did it. They did it. Look at that. There's some random kind of you know, how's it called again? I forgot the name. But yeah, like, I love the fact that they do it themselves. But obviously they don't keep building then, right? Okay, I'm just going to speed forward to see these things in flourishing now. Are we putting some food in? I guess we are, but not quick enough in my books. Hello, why is no one working over here? there is one person working. I'm not sure if we need more gathering huts, but okay, so this should be built. This is good. We don't have any logs quite yet. Okay, so this is built. Okay, they're building quite a lot right now. Building menu. Can we build a market now? We can. I want to put it, yes, awesome. Prioritize that one as well. We need these things done. And then we also prioritize the fishing shack because we need food, obviously. Yeah, food stocks are low. We have to ramp up the food. We are already quite into the year, and we are not having enough food at this point. The production of that one is okay, but it seems like items produced in the last year. Look at that, 100 meat. But I think we can't storage more, right? But now as we have the storage building, we should be able to store more, right? Can't we? I'm not quite sure if we can, so let me just quickly go back to normal speed. I shouldn't speed through too much, and we also should end this first episode in a way, otherwise I need to cut too much. We don't have any stones, we don't have logs because I was building like a madman, but we need food. But first of all, I need storage. So this one is a stockyard. Okay, we also had the large storage structure to use to store all items. I want to see how much we can stock first of all. Let me just pause the game. We do have our stuff in here, 130. How can I see how much I can store? Wait, resources and storage. Okay, so we've got 130 meat. Show categories, show inline categories, show empty items, empty stock shelters. Food spoilage is quite heavy. Stockyard. Okay, see, but it seems like we can store quite a lot more. So I don't see a reason to stop here, right? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we need more people. That's what we need. I think this is what we need. Okay, but we survived the first winter, which is brilliant. And I should speed forward a little bit, and then I'll talk to you in a second how this turned out to end this episode properly, which I think was a fairly decent start, and I'm very curious to hear what you guys say in the comments. So I see you in a bit. Alright, we are halfway through year number 2, and you can see things turned out quite well. A couple of things have been optimized now. So we do have already 6 months of food in store, which is going to be even stronger now. So I think for this year, I'm going to go with what we have. As you can see, the vegetables are not usable anymore because the autumn is creeping in, but since we have got 2 fishing shacks, we also have the hunting village. We don't have too much new villagers. Okay, well, now actually 1 new villager arrived, but that's actually just a new villager for the other one who's about to pass away. But other than that, we are prepared, well prepared for the next year. It's kind of the people throw some stuff around, but now with the new storage and stuff, it's all good. Really, I'm not sure what exactly is going wrong with all these hints, because something seems to be maybe the resource pathways are a little bit too long, and I need to put some more storages nearby where it's produced. This might be one of the problems because we don't have too many people carrying things from A to B, but we did unlock quite a lot of stuff over here. So I could potentially put some of these things closer by so that we do have them just, put somewhere in order to have them put some things in. Because as you can see, there is a lot of stuff just lying around on the ground, which indicates that potentially they don't have, a place to store them. That's the one thing, but we also did unlock quite a lot of stuff over here. I put down the market, but we do have a lot of food production, and we've got the resources production unlocked. As you can see over here, we've got a tannery now, which will be important rather soon. We've got a cobbler shop, we've got a brand new Fletcher building, we've got a basket shop, and we've got a compost yard, which I guess is used to be, making the fields. But as you can see over here, this is a workshop where the basket makers use willow to make new baskets for workers. Baskets increase the efficiency of your villages by allowing them to carry more. So yeah, there's a lot we have to do. Basically, what we have to produce, first of all, are some fields, a crop field, because we definitely need this crop to be growing next year in order to make some baskets and stuff. So it's really about optimizing the efficiency. For now, we've got enough food in storage to survive the winter. We've a couple of houses. We have enough firewood, a lot. I just also stopped one of these 2 buildings over here. So everything is working just fine right now. The focus has to be on logs right now as the next step. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I am certainly a freaking huge fan of this game. It is looking not only really good, but it's really something new at least, and I'm enjoying it not only to bits. I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, Camel Town is here to survive, and I really hope that we do survive together. Please let me know in the comments down below how you enjoyed the first episode. Again, I certainly did enjoy it quite a lot, and if you're interested, please join me tomorrow in my live stream. I will leave you with some infos on my Twitter as always, in case you guys want to follow that. So thank you guys so much for watching as always. Have a wonderful day. I talk to you in the next one, and goodbye.